Fun people. Are you guys ready? All right, try and keep that low level of energy up. For your first performer of the night, please welcome Jerry Sinatra.
When he said more talented, he wasn't referring to me.
Sure I was.
All right, let's look at the news. Philadelphia Inquirer for Thursday. Jerry Simotas makes his professional debut at Tuned Up Brewery. And by professional, I mean I was paid for the first time, because people, friends and relatives ask me, when I tell them I'm doing stand-up, do you get paid? Which is a rude question, really. I mean, why is everything money? Everything we do has to be for money. That's part of our sick culture. But I got paid last Wednesday at Tuned Up Brewery. We all received this. I think Josh James did too. A plastic Easter egg, an instant lottery worth $1, and a free introduction of my choice. So this is payment. I'm a professional stand-up comic, and it's nobody's business how much I made. So, well, let me tell you where I was. I wasn't here last Thursday. I'm sure you missed me. I say half of you missed me, the other half were rejoicing that I wasn't here. But I was at church. So I had a choice to go to church with my wife last Thursday or come here, which means I could either be in church with Christians or come here and be with heathens. How many of you went to church last Thursday? No, really? Are you serious?
No.
Nobody. How many went to church Sunday? No. You don't have to laugh. You're making me laugh. Sunday was Easter. You know that?
Oh, yeah.
Last Sunday. No one went to church. I love it. I'm not holier than thou. I'm ashamed that I didn't come here because I went to church because I couldn't say no to my wife, which is to say I'm henpecked like most husbands. Only I have the courage to admit it. Very few men will. Most of us are henpecked. That's a routine I'll do in the future. My wife actually came here one night, about a month or so ago, and she never returned. Can you blame her? So, she said it was the language, and I told her, listen, these guys would have been arrested. These guys would have been arrested sooner than Lenny Bruce, because their language is more foul than Bruce, back in the 1960s. It was a groundbreaker, but it's true. The cops would be waiting during his performance, waiting to arrest him after the show. He kept doing it. So you have Lenny Bruce to thank. How many guys have even heard of Lenny Bruce here? Well, you got just a couple? Okay. How about Mort Saul? Okay. He's the father of stand-up comedy. All right. So you realize that according to what Catholics are taught, if you don't go to church on Sunday, and this is true, it's a mortal sin. You know what that means? Who knows what that means?
You're going to hell.
Yeah, who said that? That's true. You're going to hell. Unless you go to confession on Saturdays. I'm not making this up. And you'll stay in hell for how long? Anybody? Forever. Okay? So, is there anybody here? No one here went to church once. Wait a minute. You don't even go to church once a year? Not even once a year. I was going to ask you if you went every Sunday. You don't go on Easter. All right. And I'm assuming you all went to confession, right? Because you didn't go to church on Easter a whole time? All right, I'm concerned about your salvation. I don't want to see any of you guys. You guys have given me a lot of laughter. I don't want to see any of you go to hell. Certainly not for eternity, or purgatory, or limbo. And I'll devote the last minute of my time to the next guy. Thank you.
All right, one more time for Father Jerry, everybody. I got news for you. Heaven and hell is completely made up. There is